In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use Copilot in your day-to-day use of the Dynamics 365 first-party apps. In this example, I'm going to be using the Customer Service Hub as our app, and I'm going to be showing how you can use Copilot on both your contact and your case records to help with your day-to-day activities. To start us off, I'm going to find my contact record that I want to use. So I'm going to find this cat test record. One of the things that Copilot has as standard now in your timeline is the highlights. So if I click on the little highlights button, you'll see that it's going to summarize for me. And it gives me a little bit of insight into the kind of actions that have happened on this record. So you can see that there's been a request to introduce somebody, an email's been provided of products offered, and then a follow-up email was sent regarding a cancelled meeting, and we've scheduled a new one. So it gives you a little bit of a quick overview as to what is happening with that record without having to manually go through and read all of those activity records on the contact. The next thing that I'm going to do is find the case that I want to work on for this record. So if I open up my cases, I have an active boiler issue case available that I'm going to open now. On this record, there's a couple of different things that you can do with Copilot. So I have a summary and I have a highlights option. At the moment, there won't be enough data for these to populate. But what I can do is I can ask Copilot for some help on how to solve this record. So if I click on the little Copilot panel on the right-hand side, you can see that it also gives me options of what it thinks I might want to ask. In this case, I do want to ask how to troubleshoot a boiler that's not turning on. So I'm going to click on that option, and it's going to generate some answers for me. So you can see here that I've got a little bit of a blurb about the steps that we should do in order to fix our boiler. And you can see that it refers to where it has got that information from as well. I am now going to generate an email to send out to this contact in regards to that information. So I'm going to generate a new email from our timeline. It's going to open up the email record for me. I'm going to create a subject of fixing the boiler. And then I'm going to draft with Copilot. So I'm going to click on the little draft with Copilot option. It does give you a couple of options as to the kind of things that it thinks you might want to send in an email, such as resolving a customer's problem. In this case, I'm going to describe what I need. I'm going to say I need advice on fixing a boiler. You can see here that knowledge sources is turned on, so that means that Copilot is going to go through the knowledge articles in the system and provide information back. You can turn this off if you don't want to use it. In this example, we're going to keep it turned on so that it can generate that same response for me from the same knowledge articles, and then it's going to create a draft for me. So you can see here that it's created the email for me. I've got the body text created, and I've also got references to the knowledge articles that it's found to cite for this information. I can choose to keep it, I can start over, I can adjust it. So if I wanted to say I want it actually to be a longer email with a bit more of a friendly tone, anything like that. You can also auto-translate it as well. So if I needed to send this out in a different language, I can do that through the translate option over there. In this case, I'm just going to keep it. So I'm going to click on keep it. It's going to insert that body text for me. I can now edit it as well if there's any other information that I need to give it. And one of the things that's quite good is that it's also gone and found the information that I need in terms of personalization for me. So it's got the name of the contact, and then it's put my name as the sender as well. I'm going to send that email out. Now that we've got a little bit of information in the timeline, our highlights will be able to summarize for us and give us a little bit of information about what we have done on this record. Since it is also now in the timeline, if I go back to our contact record, that highlight section will also update as well. So if I click on the highlights now on the contact record and click on summary, you can see the first point we've now got is the troubleshooting email sent about the boiler issues. Hopefully this has helped to show you how Copilot can be used on a day-to-day basis within your business. Copilot itself can also be extended to perform custom actions. If that's something that you are interested in, please do give us a shout. We can discuss that with you. Also, if you just want to increase Copilot adoption within your business, whether that is in the D365 apps like I've shown, or through the M365 apps such as Word and PowerPoint, also get in touch because we can help with that as well.